to give it over to Shaan now.
Hello everyone, my name is Shaan. I'm a medical student, currently in my intercalated third year in neuroscience at Edinburgh University. And I come from this amazing city called Hyderabad in India. That's about, that's about 2.5 times the size of Edinburgh and has about 12 times the population. Yeah, we have a lot of people. It is located about 7,892 kilometers from Edinburgh. I Googled that up. And I called it my only home for 18 years until I took my first ever international flight to Edinburgh in September of 2022. So you can imagine that coming here was a bit like going into Narnia, except my wardrobe portal happened to be a 10-hour flight. And 2 years on now, I'm here to see other students now transition into Narnia. Some of them have lived in the city their whole life. Some could have come from far away like me. And many are probably from somewhere in between. Regardless, I hope that my first year diary can serve as an insight into all that you can look forward to during your time at university. Before coming to the UK, the only glance I had had at British university culture was through watching movies set in Cambridge University. And the thing that stuck with me was that in Cambridge, you're not allowed to walk on the grass in the courts there unless you're a fellow at Cambridge. Naturally, I made the intellectual assumption that that's true for all universities in the UK. So I avoided walking on the grass in Old College for an embarrassingly long time. In fact, just like the grass, the people of this university are warmly welcoming. The friends I've made, the professors I've met, and even strangers that I've come across are some of the sweetest people I've encountered. When I had attended the same event 2 years ago with my parents, my mother recalls the wholesome moment when we met Professor Harmon briefly, and he returned my mom's namaste gesture with respect. Far from any alienation, I was happy to see that almost everyone I met was excited to know where I came from, my experiences, and my plans. In turn, I got to meet people who brought their own perspectives and ideas. In time, I came to see that university really is the melting pot that it's set out to be. And I could argue that I've learned about as much out of the lecture theaters as I've inside them. Of course, with such a collage of cultures, there's always the funny questions, and I personally have found them quite amusing. My personal favorite was when I was asked about cricket and tigers in India. Another drastic change from school that I'm sure a lot of students look forward to is independence. Independence in managing time, in managing your activities and hobbies, in managing your deadlines, and deciding what to eat, your living space, and of course, independence to decide when you party. When I had come to medicine, I had expected a packed timetable that would prevent me from ever seeing daylight. On the contrary, I've never gotten more freedom to explore new interests at university. With a society for just about everything and everyone, university is really the best time, in my opinion, to spread your wings, not just in your studies, but also in what defines you, how you engage with the wider world, and how you engage with yourself. In short, it's the biggest playground to decide who you are and who you want to be. Whether it be picking up a new skill or pushing yourself professionally, or even a business idea that you've got budding, the university has a place for you. To make it better, you're surrounded with some of the best people to work with and study under. Of course, with all this newfound independence, our students may naturally feel overwhelmed at times and even make mistakes. But with the proper support and grit, we can come out as individuals not just wielding skills and achievements, but also honing grace, humility, courage, patience, and other life values that we'll carry for far longer. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, definitely not with Scottish weather. But it also isn't as rough as some fear. The weather may get harsh, the sun may set at 3 p.m., and work might never seem to end. But in only 2 years, I've made memories and acquired learnings that outshine all the slums. If I could give one piece of advice to my younger self coming in first year, it would be this. You could meet people here who you'll be bonded with for a lifetime, and you will definitely be a changed person by the end of your course. So embrace that change. Embrace all the chances you can take. Embrace yourself too when things get hard. And when you need a break and in good time, you'll see how Edinburgh is no less a fantasy than Narnia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for our students.